everybody. I'm God's Girl Dawn, and thanks once again for coming back to another edition of Celebrating Sisters. The wonderful thing about Celebrating Sisters is our sisters come in all shapes, sizes, colors, and age. It is not age appropriate for you to do great things in the community. We have some young ladies doing wonderful things. One of those young ladies I have the privilege of sitting with today. Her name is Makayla Crenshaw. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Good. Tell everybody how old you are, first of all.
I'm 15 years old. I attend Eastmoor Academy High School.
Okay.
Home of the Warriors.
All right. Home of the Warriors. Makayla is you're the daughter of a breast cancer survivor.
Yes.
So we're glad to know that, first of all, that you're the daughter of a survivor. But why don't you just talk about how that felt for you, having to get that news from your mother, having to have those fears and all those things. How did it affect you when your mother shared that information with you?
I was young at the time, like around 8 or 9, when I found out my mother had cancer. I really didn't know what cancer was. I just knew my mom was sick, and going through the surgeries and the chemo when she's losing her hair, I was sad. I didn't know what to do. I felt like I was losing my mom, but also my relationship with God, I became close with Him because there was no one I could really turn to talk to about cancer, and my relationship with Him grew stronger through that.
So how did you, of course you used God, you used your faith. Were there any other resources that you were able to find that were, that helped you kind of cope through this time?
Not really, because I really didn't know about like groups at the time that were involved with cancer research and you know. Right. So me and my mother, we would talk, and she would tell me like what she's going through, and like she seemed weak at the time, but I knew that my mom was getting stronger.
Okay. Good. So your relationship with your mom actually got a little closer during that time. Now, you're 15 years old now, but you actually found lumps in your breast as well.
Yes. When I was 14, just a year ago in the summer, I found a cyst in my breast. I know I was scared because my mom and my father, his mom and his sister had breast cancer also. So immediately I went to my mom and showed her that I had a lump in my breast. Went to the doctor. They found out that it was a cyst. Okay. So I had to get that removed.
Okay. Now, how scary was that for you? Because did you think because of your mom's situation?
I was scared at the time, but I knew that I had supporters around me, people praying for me to get through.
So now what are you doing now? Because you've had these great experiences, these big experiences for such a young lady, and you've weathered the storm. So you are like an advocate now. You actually go around and stress the importance of breast exams.
Yes.
Why don't you talk about how you kind of got in that path?
With the James Diversity group, I was able to talk to a group of middle school students about self-breast examinations, the importance of it. That's how I found my lump, and that's how my mother found hers. So to me, that's very important to do these self-breast exams because maybe it wasn't there when your doctor was doing like a breast exam on you, and you find it yourself. That's better than waiting and having the cancer spread.
And I guess that's probably surprising for a lot of people because of your age, because you're so young. A lot of young people think, oh, that's never going to happen to me. Yeah. And so, I think it's awesome what you're doing, going around encouraging that. And so what are you doing today? How's your mom doing today?
My mother is now a 6-year survivor of breast cancer. And my mother has a support group at New Birth Christian Ministries, New Birth Cancer Warriors. I volunteer with that. And also the James Diversity Enhancement Program.
All right. Well, good for you. I think it's very awesome what you're doing as a young lady, making a difference. And, you know, make sure you keep us updated. Do you guys have a website or anywhere, like people, if they want to get in contact with, say, your mother about the group and about the support?
They have meetings at New Birth every second Wednesday.
Okay.
At between the times of 6 and 7. Just call New Birth Christian Ministries if you want to contact my mother about the group.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Makayla.
You're welcome.
It's wonderful what you're doing, being an advocate and a spokesperson, and we're glad that your mom is with you, doing that with you. You guys are fighting cancer together and helping to educate the community as well. So keep up the good work. What are your aspirations after Eastmoor Academy, home of the Warriors?
I would like to attend an HBCU.
Okay.
I was really looking into cancer research, so maybe an oncologist.
All right. You go, girl. You can do just that. Thank you so much for being so wonderful, for sharing your story, and for helping to educate the community. Makayla Crenshaw, 15 years old, doing some big things in our community. Thank you so much for another edition of Celebrating Sisters. Remember, if you want to celebrate a sister, log on to our website at mycolumbusjoy.com. Shoot me an email. I would love to celebrate you. In the meantime, I'm God's Girl Dawn for Celebrating Sisters.